and my bank account has gone down to 0.
How could it do that?
I don't know. My God, what is happening? Oh my God, what is this? The screen wasn't lighting up at all. There's no room for a treehouse. It's not a bite.
It looks like a bite.
I was super optimistic. I feel really good about myself.
I want that.
Making lemonades. Last night one woke me up. Okay, I'm just going to start over from scratch. I'll have lost all of my progress. And it just felt like something was trying to tell me something.
There are no bats in here
that we know of. What if it's a bomb? Maybe you wear the same outfit every day.
Maybe I do.
My computer had been destructed overnight. No, not destructed, destroyed overnight. So I seem to have picked up a curse somewhere somehow. I don't know when it happened, although my bets are on the eye doctor. The last time I went to the same eye doctor, I had like a ton of super bad luck right after. I got really anxious. My roommates kicked me out of my apartment. My cat got sick and my phone broke. I was about to leave for a vacation with my family. I had like all of these little fires to put out and I just like didn't have enough time. And so I went to the eye doctor this weekend and I was like, this is gonna be fine, it's gonna be annoying, but I didn't expect that it would curse me. And I didn't notice the curse right away. I actually didn't notice it until like 3 days later. I was getting on the train, pulled out my wallet, got out my Metro card, then I noticed that my debit card was gone. So I asked my sister, hey, is it in my bedroom? And she was like, no, it's not no, it's not in your bedroom. And I was like, oh no, I must have dropped it. What if someone stole it and my bank account has gone down to 0? And so I have this like thing hanging over my head. Went to meet up with some people, not in a good mood because I was like, oh my God, my bank account might be drained. I get home that night, open my computer, all is well. I watch a spooky YouTube video and I fall asleep and everything is completely fine. The next morning I wake up and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go and check my bank account to see if I have been robbed. So I open my computer, the YouTube video that I was playing the night before started auto playing. So it was making noise, but the screen wasn't lighting up at all. Tried restarting it like a million times, but it just would not work. And so yeah, my computer basically is broken, it has crashed. I don't know what happened and I was like, oh my God, how am I supposed to check my bank account if I don't have a computer? So I used my sister's old computer and I find that someone did indeed steal my card. Luckily, they only spent $45 all on Metro cards. If I were a thief, I probably would have spent it on other stuff. I probably would have spent more. So I did take care of that, but I still have to take care of my computer and like figure out what's going on because I have like a million videos that I'm editing right now and I don't want to like lose the process. Wait, not process. I don't want to lose the progress. I definitely feel like there's something spooky going on. Point is, I'm cursed and I think I got it from the eye doctor. I'm going to go right now to the store. I'm going to take my computer to a repair shop and hopefully they can tell me what's going on. And if they don't, I guess I'm just going to have to spend a lot of money to get a new computer and I'll have lost all of my progress. Sad. The good news is I did get a stimulus payment and I found that when I checked for my robbery. So yeah, that's what's going on. Thank you for watching. My outfit of the day. You're the star.
I don't even know which one I would choose.
If we got one, we would have to get them all.
I know.
I wouldn't want them to feel left out, you know?
I know.
The abyss.
It's gonna go. Now it's a sail.
It's so windy.
That's really a good shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call them.
Oh.
Hi, I'm just wondering if you're open right now. Yeah, we're actually right outside. We didn't realize it was by appointment only. Okay, great. Thanks so much. Bye.
What happened?
He's gonna come get us.
Look how windy it is.
So windy.
Wow. It was very successful. I like those buildings, the shadows. So good. Nice. They're not windy though. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna have a sangria too.
Are you?
Yeah, is that bad? Fun house mirror. Wow. That's quivering. It's quivering. I should film your first sip. Oh no, I already sipped mine.
No.
Ew.
No? What?
Ugh. I don't look good at all. The angle is really ugly. I should have brought my paper bag. Trying to make the wind. Hey, can you blow on this so it looks like it's windy? We're back home and we're both really hungry. I don't know how to be good at like vlogging, you know?
I saved you an action shot.
That's amazing. Giovanni.
Oh, look how pretty, isn't it beautiful?
So beautiful. It's your birthday.
Okay, now here's the part that people are gonna be like, oh my god. Butter? You're so unhealthy. All that butter.
Butter.
Delicious.
Our big chef. Peas, please. I guess it's time to feed Scarlett. Is it time?
Here's a big bowl of vegetables. You need it.
It's not poop. It's definitely not poop. We're gonna watch The Ring. And we're gonna eat a big bowl of vegetables because we're both malnourished.
I'm less malnourished than you.
Yeah, but I think we are probably both, right? Or maybe I'm just saying that to make myself feel better.
No, I mean,
Becca, can you hear me? Becca, can you hear me? She just died.
I know.
We're gonna talk about the beginning. We have had a lot of issues.
I didn't think these kind of issues would follow us here.
I would say that it all began about 2 weeks ago. We visited our old neighborhood in Brooklyn, and then everything changed. That night, I woke up in the middle of the night and I felt like a finger touching my foot like this. I looked to see if the person who was in my bed was doing it, but he was sound asleep.
And so for me, I want to say that the only real sign of the curse have been my sleep disturbances. I have multiple times in the past 2 weeks woken up with a feeling of like absolute complete terror, heart pounding. This morning I woke up all sweaty, and it keeps happening over and over. It's not every night, but a lot of nights.
That's kind of scary.
I know.
2 days post visit to our old neighborhood, I was going through my phone and I noticed that my phone had recorded a 9-minute video by itself, and it just was sounds of me turning in bed, tossing and turning in bed. I don't recall ending the video, so it's just like, okay, where did this video come from? Scarlett's peeing in the bathtub. The curse, I think, really kicked into gear On the Tuesday after, it was a normal evening. I was going to meet up with someone. I left at like 6:30, usually Scarlett's dinner time. Scarlett is the cat. She was begging me before I left, and I was like, okay, I guess I will just feed you before I go, even though it's before your dinner time. And so I feed her. I go into the bathroom to touch up my makeup. Strangely, she follows me into the bathroom, and she looks very worried and meows at me as if imploring for a little bit more food. And I'm like, what? Why? I just fed you. She's being disturbing.
She knows we're talking about her. Scarlett's a really food-obsessed cat too, so it's odd for her to not finish her food.
So I left, and that's when I determined that my debit card was missing.
So you left?
Yeah, I left.
And you were gone, and I was alone. And I didn't know there was any curse happening. I guess neither of us did at that point. So I was sitting on the couch, you know, having my lonely night with Scarlett. And I noticed, oh, she still hasn't eaten her food. And I'm like, that's weird. And so I kind of want to like entice her to eat it. So I like stir it around. I'm like, Scarlett, your food. I set the bowl back down, and she comes over and she recoils. She did the whole Halloween cat arched back like there was another animal or a spirit in her food. Then I got rid of that old food and gave her another can, and she was fine.
That's very, very scary.
It was.
I was away for a bit of time that night, and apparently my computer was making lots of noises while I was away. I return home. I wake up the next morning. I remember distinctly the night before, I looked on my keyboard, my musical keyboard, being like, oh yeah, that's where my medication is. In the morning, it's not there. So I look on the floor, it's not there, but I do have kind of messy floor, so I like start shifting things around. I look in my laundry bag, even like go so far as to look in my drawers. And then I have this last ditch thought. Maybe I should check in my purse. This purse is not a purse that I had used, not since I went to our old neighborhood where we picked up the curse. And I just had it hanging in my closet. And I check in my purse, and lo and behold, there is my medication. And I'm like, how did that get in there? I haven't used that purse in like 5 days. And so that was really weird. So I open my computer and it's completely black. And so I restarted. I'm like, maybe it just had like a malfunction because it's an old computer. No, and the keyboard also wasn't lit up anymore. I was like, okay, this situation seems to be rapidly deteriorating. Also, somehow the aluminum of the computer reshaped itself. For a long time, when you would close it, it would spring back open like ½ an inch. I would put books on top of it, lay it upside down overnight in hopes that gravity would like reshape it. None of my concerted efforts ever changed anything about my computer's boing thing.
I can attest to that I've looked at your computer where I've seen that it's like springy, and nothing you do can keep it closed.
I close my computer and it stays shut, and I'm like, what? You do this now when I can no longer use you? To reshape the metal of a computer like that, it takes force, a supernatural force.
It wasn't a human who did that. No one else was in that room. No one was there to fix it.
To fix it.
Fix it.
I feel like the curse has come back with a vengeance.
You're the star. You're a sparkle star.
I don't know what to do. Do I look super tan?
No.
Okay.
You look normal. You look great. You look so cool.
I'm like vaguely afraid to go in. Nice garbage. So we just got back and we got the best sandwich ever on the way. I can't explain the sandwich right now because I'm really hungry. We also got this canned bubble tea, which I've never tried before. We decided to get 2 each because it was just so fascinating. I've never heard of brown sugar bubble tea before.
Candy bubble tea.
Interesting. Where are the bubbles?
I think they're the bottom.
Oh no.
Oh, there they are. There they are. Look.
Plop. Hello, and you thought we were gone forever.
Wearing a diaper and I peed my pants. Don't put that in. Dignity. We didn't look at each other's eyes.
You know what happens when you don't look in someone's eyes when you cheers. Anyway, so yeah, this is the witch store haul. When we got to the witch store, we had to wait outside because only 2 people are allowed in at once. And so I got some good footage of the outside. I was afraid that they would be mad, so I had to do it very stealthily. But eventually, after like 15 minutes of waiting, we walked in. I felt like we had to be very quiet. And I was like, shh, it's like being in a church, you know? That same feeling of like, hush. And then we got to the book section. I was like, I need to look like I'm doing something. Oh wait, no, we went to the sage section first.
Yeah.
That's the reason that we went, was because we need the sage for a purification in our cursed maybe home.
Almost definitely cursed.
It's blue sage.
It's blue sage. It smells pretty okay.
Yeah, it smells like watered down Christmas. It's like a light green color. We haven't used it yet, so I couldn't say whether it works. Right next to the sage, I found this book of Russian fairy tales, and it's very nice. The cover is nice. I like the concept of Russian fairy tales. I already know the Baba Yaga from Arthur. There was a very good episode.
A class.
They heard something in the woods, and they were like, oh my god, it's the Baba Yaga, which is this old lady who lives in a tree house with witches. No, not witches.
Chicken legs.
Chicken legs.
What Scared Sue Ellen is the episode, correct?
Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube. So
Great
yeah,
episode.
Yeah. I opened right to the Baba Yaga page.
Do you think it's the Baba Yaga that's in our apartment?
And there's no room for a treehouse.
So then I got this. It's an amethyst necklace. I saw it about a year and a bit ago, and I was like, I want that, but I don't have a job. And I promised myself that when I got a job, I would buy myself this necklace. Bought it. I deserve this necklace.
It wasn't the first necklace that you picked up though.
It was not.
The first one you dropped on the floor.
And then I realized it was broken. Not that I didn't break it. I realized the clasp was broken. Then I was like, I don't want this one, because...
The final item is this crystal. It does not show up well on camera because it's like this weird beige color, but it's very nice. It's a very earthy tone. It glitters very intensely when you look at it in person. It has these tiny micro crystals growing out of slightly bigger crystals, and it's very nice. I saw a similar crystal like a year ago, and that day I was buying an abalone shell. 3 weeks later, I returned to the witch store, and the crystal had been purchased, and I was devastated. I was like, I don't even know what that crystal is called, and I think it might be boracite or something like that.
Boracite?
Apparently it's great for cleansing, but it puts you way up into the ether, so you have to use a grounding stone with it, which is too bad because I don't have any grounding stones. I still like to look at it.
That's the haul. Do you have anything else to say about these things?
None of them seem super cursed.
I think they're good things. I like them. Come on the couch, Scarlett.
Oh, it looks like shit.
Yeah, night filming I think is difficult.
Yeah. I mean, it's horrifying, though.
It really is.
The full moon rising above the project. I am awakened by this like debilitating back pain, which I never have. I never have back pain. The pain is so debilitating that I just can't really do anything except think about the back pain. So the back pain lasted basically just long enough to knock me off course again. While on Saturday I was super optimistic about the fact that I was getting everything taken care of. Felt like I had been making lemonades. Like, life threw at me a bad situation and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna vlog this situation and it's going to be okay because I like to vlog, and life is about taking challenges and making them fun for yourself. But then the next day I'm gonna be in pain. I was suddenly feeling like so stuck in my own head. So I get a call from the repair guys and they're like, yeah, we don't really have the capacity to repair your computer, so we're going to send it away. And it may take even like 2 weeks before you get it back. So I was just like, okay, well, maybe this is like a sign that I need to get a new computer. For me, this was fine because my computer was quite old to begin with. The keyboard was failing, etc., etc. I didn't have enough space for like... So I order a new computer, and on the way to getting this new computer, I have a panic attack as I'm walking to the Apple store. And I'm like, wow, this is a good omen. I named my new computer Gloria. A few days passed. I keep thinking that like the curse is done, but the curse is not done with me. I really don't like how I look right now. I look better up here. On Friday night, my boyfriend invites me to watch a movie with him, and it is The Conjuring 2. So we watched The Conjuring 2. It's not a scary movie at all, in my opinion. And then the next day, yesterday was Sunday, me and said boyfriend are lounging around and he mentions the name of the demon from The Conjuring. The name of the demon from The Conjuring is Valak the Defiler. And I'm like, I wonder what Valak the Defiler actually means. And so I go to pick up my computer, pick it up like this, one hand down here, one hand up here. As my thumb touches the screen, I hear a crunch. Are you serious? Is this happening to me again? I've had this computer for not 5 days. I just spent a lot of money on a computer. I don't have the money to begin with. How am I supposed to spend more money on a repair? $500. I start to feel a little bit panicked, and it doesn't end there. I'm getting really agitated and I need to go to the bathroom, and so I toss my phone on my bed. I try and toss it on the pillow, but apparently it hit the headboard. I inspected it, but I notice about 10 minutes later, the back glass shattered. It like barely grazed the headboard. I have dropped this phone several times. Nothing has ever happened, but as soon as someone said the name Valak the Destroyer, my electronics both broke within the space of 10 minutes. What I'm going to do today is try and get my electronics repaired. I need them to do things and function in life. Then my sister and I are going to sage the apartment. Close this chapter in my life. I'm very sad about all of this. I cried for like 4 hours yesterday and I slept so well, but I would rather have insomnia and like not have to cry. Hopefully everything turns out okay. I have to go. It's time to splurge. Okay.
Just doesn't make any sense.
So many things lately haven't made any sense.
Isn't that just true of life?
I guess. I would say that this is like a fairly weird stretch of time.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to the fact that we went back to Crown Heights.
My theory right now is that I actually picked up the curse from my eye doctor. I really like my eye doctor as a person. I think he's so funny and we have such a good rapport. Every time I go to the eye doctor, I feel very uplifted and I feel very reassured about like the state of my eyes. But the first time I went to the eye doctor, my life fell apart. It was like my life was divided in two then. Once again, like a bunch of shit starts happening. My current theory is maybe the eye drops he gave me are cursed. Or someone at the eye place put a curse on them.
It's a pretty good theory.
I obviously haven't cleansed the eye drops because they're meant to be clean to begin with. They're sterile.
I think the only other theory is that we could have picked up a curse while walking by the old apartment.
I don't really think so. I've walked by it before and I've never gotten a curse before.
I just feel like that place has got a big concentration of evil.
What if we brought the evil into the apartment with us?
We definitely didn't. I think it was evil to begin with.
I don't know
How
if
did we
that's
bring
true.
the evil in? We're not
Well,
evil.
no, because bad things started happening to me before. So I just don't think that the evil originated in the apartment. Maybe it was amplified. Maybe there was like negative energy.
Well, I maintain that that apartment's haunted and someone died in the bathtub.
Well, I think the eye doctor is cursed. It's the only reasonable explanation.